I'm not gonna guard you out there, man.
Yo, you better guard me the second I cross that point. Whoa! Hold on, Andrew. It's time for an episode of Fungbros Tech.
So you've seen us talk about a wide range of topics, but something that you've never seen us talk about that we've actually always low-key been into is tech.
Yup, we have always been into gadgets, phones, apps, rice cookers, basically anything electronic, but we have yet to share that with you guys, so welcome to the very first episode of Fungbros Tech.
Alright, so we believe that technology should always make your life better or at least easier. So today we wanted to talk to you guys about the
Best tech under $50. The following items are actually items that we own and use, and they add a lot of value to our lives, either by making them convenient or better in some way, and we hope that it can do the same for you. Let's get into it. First off, we wanted to start off with what we thought was one of the most important items that anybody should have: portable battery pack.
These are lifesavers. You do not want to be at the airport plugging your phone into the wall.
Oh my goodness.
Do not be that person. Not just because it's kind of embarrassing and you got to sit on the floor next to the wall like this, you know, and your cord's like this long. It's just more convenient.
Actually, I know so many people who like need one, who don't have one. And listen, you guys, it's 2016. They're super cheap now. They're super efficient.
There's no excuse to have your phone die. I hate it when our friends' phones die. We're like, yo, we got a battery pack right for you.
Look how slim this is. This carries 4 charges on iPhone 6 Plus. Here, let me show you guys. Plug it into the bottom of the phone. I'm gonna just see. Look how it folds over. You can hold it in your hand like this.
It looks like a baby iPhone on the back of a bigger iPhone. Which brings us to the next item on our list: cords, specifically flat cords. I will tell you this, that these are way more durable, they look futuristic, and they do not tangle.
And I feel like, would you say the first people to do it were Beats by Dre?
Yeah, I would say that those are the first people to really make it mainstream, and I think they made it cool. And to be honest, listen, do you want the fettuccine or the spaghetti?
Most flat cords I've seen, and they come in a variety of styles. Look at this one. This one has a clear gelatin wrapping the blue. Yeah. This one is just super thick. This came with a UE Mega Boom. Listen, these cords don't tangle in your bag. They look cool. I mean, they feel better in hand. You're not gonna mistake them for just like the cord on your blender or something like that, or like the cord like any other cord that's on your computer table. The flat cords are a must.
These even look cool. I would just wear it around my neck.
Yo, man, people just flossing with just the aux cable. When they first came out, flat cables, they were like more like only in premium electronics. Now they're much cheaper. You could get a pack of 3 of these for $10.
I know for those people out there who have a lot of devices, a lot of computers, it really helps to get different colored cords, because if they're all black, they just blend in with each other and it's hard to tell.
The next one up is the Google Chromecast. This is definitely a piece of tech that we use all the time. I have the older 2013 version here.
I have the new 2015 version here. And as you can see, it looks a little different. This one's a little bit bigger, but it has this wire, but it's cool because it has this magnet on the back, so it doesn't have to flop around. You know, I thought Google did a good job. Google Chrome is one of the coolest gadgets that we have around the office and for our daily lives, because to be honest, we do not have cable TV. Now, does this Google Chromecast work 100% of the time exactly how I'd like it to? I would say no, but I could see in a year or two, the bugs are gonna go away. All the technology is gonna work way better together. Maybe it also depends on how old your TV is. I don't know what it is, but it's worth the $35 for this.
Absolutely, it's great for meetings. We watch obviously a lot of YouTube around, and this actually has its own built-in Wi-Fi, so it's not based off your computer's Wi-Fi connection. This will connect directly with your router. I would encourage anybody to check out reviews of the new Google Chromecast and see how it could benefit your life, because it adds a lot of value to our life. Next up, we've got an item that would be really useful for anyone starting video, getting into digital media, getting into YouTube, and it is a Rode Video Micro. I would say that this is the cheapest external microphone that is good. You could get it for $50.
You can get this for $50. It plugs right into your microphone jack into your camera.
It literally used to be, if you didn't have at least minimum $125 shotgun mic, it was like pretty much don't even use one.
And I would say it's super easy to use. It has no external batteries that you need to put in. It's powered by the camera, so you just plug it in and you can go. It's great for vlogging. For that, if you're gonna use it outdoors though, and there's a possibility of wind, what you're gonna wanna do is get this dead cat. This is $10. This is about $50 by itself.
For the animal lovers, we don't have to call it dead cat. We could call it wind stopper.
But I have to admit, it is kind of fluffy like a cat, so maybe it's not dead. I'll just put a cat. It's a cat.
Yeah, use a useful cat.
You put the kitten on
A
here.
windstopper kitty. You want to get good audio.
Yes.
Good audio is important on YouTube. While we're on the topic of things that are useful if you do YouTube or try to do any sort of videography, we have the GorillaPod.
I think the GorillaPod is so cool because it's like a tripod, but it got like bendable legs and it can wrap around tree branches.
Yep.
It's easy to hold. You can morph it to whatever thing that is standing on. Like if it's a slanted surface, you can kind of adjust it so that the camera's straight up. And a lot of famous YouTubers use this. I know Casey Neistat uses this a lot.
Specifically because he wants good quality vlogging. So I heard Casey Neistat actually uses a Canon 70D with a 24-70 lens. That's a super heavy setup.
That's pretty hefty, yeah.
For most daily vloggers. Because he wants his, vlogging to be, I'm sure, on another level. It kind of looks like the little robot from Lost in Space.
Oh, yeah. Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
USB hubs. USB hubs come in a lot of different formats. We've got a bunch of different formats here. Some of these are actually surge protector, power splitters, but with built-in USB hubs. Some of these are just purely USB hubs.
And this one is actually a USB splitter that plugs straight into your computer. It doesn't need an extra power source. It's more of a splitter rather than a hub.
I would say this 10-port powered USB hub is the new hotness.
Yes. All right. Look how many USB. That is so many, bro.
And they're not just for information. They're powered. Let's say for an LA, you go to Vegas with your friends and you do that thing where 10 people go in one hotel room. And then in New York, maybe the trip would be Miami.
Okay, Miami. You're going to Miami. You want to bring this because this can charge all your guys' phones throughout the night. This just plugs into one wall. 10 iPhones for one plug. That's cool. Let me talk about this really cool looking USB splitter. Now, this pretty much plugs into your computer so that it makes one of your USB ports on your computer or laptop into 4.
And I would say a lot of people like it because if you have a silver MacBook, obviously aesthetically, this silver, do you think they designed it to go with the MacBooks?
It kind of looks like one. I thought it was an Apple product at first, but I was like, no,
Yo,
it's not.
Speaking of gadgets under $50 that are really useful that match with a MacBook, we've got a MacBook stand.
And this would pair quite nicely with a beautiful mid-2015 MacBook Pro.
Everybody in the office actually uses these. We have a elevated wrist position to, prevent carpal tunnel syndrome, things like that. I would say it just makes you feel like, man, it's time to get down to work.
Yeah.
Like you're at the office place, boom, hit you with the elevated position. You're like, I gotta get to some emails.
Plus, you would not believe how sturdy this is. It's made from the same adamantium as Wolverine's claws.
And for your music needs, you gotta get some Bluetooth speakers and headphones. These are $30 LG workout headphones. These are super useful because I don't know if you guys have ever jogged before with a wire, but you have to be super careful.
You can just put it around your neck like this. All right, and this is wireless, so it connects to your phone, and you can just put them in like that.
And there's a lot of different designs of that. You don't have to get this one, but I would say that this is one of the best cheap ones because we said under $50.
And it's pretty secure. You can move around. It's not gonna fly off your neck unless you're maybe doing a flip.
This speaker is less than $25 right now. Bluetooth speakers right now they range anywhere from literally $10. You can get a $10 Bluetooth speaker on Amazon all the way up to 1,000. I would say that having Bluetooth speakers is a good way to have fun with your friends. You can freestyle, you can drop beats. It's tight.
But just be wary of when you're connected to the Bluetooth speaker and be careful of what you got going on because it might just turn on and play something that you don't want other people to hear.
And last but not least, when you have all these useful but cheap gadgets lying around, we suggest you get a electronic labeler. You'd be surprised at how many misunderstandings an electronic labeler can solve. For example, at the office, there's so many people that have this specific battery pack because everybody uses iPhones. We got one for everybody. How do I know that this is my iPhone external battery pack?
I don't know, David. It looks just like mine.
I don't know. Boom!
Oh!
FB bat on the back. #1 because there's multiples of them. All right, you guys, that's it for our first edition of Fungbros Tech. Best tech under $50. These were all things that we own, all things that we use on a near daily basis that I think are quite cheap but add value to your life. Not 100% of them are going to be relevant to you, specifically your situation, but you know, hopefully you pick and choose and find what you could use.
And like we said before, these are all pretty easy to get. Down below, we will leave a link. And you know what? Let us know in the comments below also what you thought about this video, what you thought about our tech reviews. I know it's probably not like those other tech channels. We do things, you know, in our Fungbros style. Let us know if it was useful.
If even you could take one thing away and it's the flat cords, and the flat cords make your life just a little bit better, that's tight. Again, let us know what you think in the comment section below. What's your favorite piece of tech under $50, as well as other tech videos you'd like to see us do, things that you liked about Fungbros Tech, things that we could improve on. And guess what? This was the very first episode of Fungbros Tech, and until next time, we out.
Peace. Unpause it, please.
Oh, yeah! Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching the very first episode of Fungbros Tech. Hopefully you guys like us venturing into this space. Tech is always something we followed. I always kept up on all the blogs and stuff like that, but for whatever reason, we just kind of never talked about it.
You know, we always talked about the things that we were into, and tech is just something that we haven't talked about as much, so...
But we know that a lot of people are into it.
Yeah, I mean...
And we have a lot of other gadgets lying around the office that are not $50.
We are not making money off this. We just wanted to really tell you guys about the products that make our lives better.
All right, again, you guys, make sure you let us know in the comment section below what you guys want to see. We just moved to New York, so we're still going to be coming at you with a lot of different styles of content. This is a new thing we're trying out. And until next time, we're out.
Peace.